Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Those who are new, welcome. And today we will be reviewing Atlas Fate Between Light and Darkness. This is probably the best stealth game I have played besides Metal Gear Solid. And here's why. So let's just get right into this review. The first things you will see as you load in are the models. These models are just over the top. The textures that they put on them were phenomenal. I felt like I was playing a AAA title. They just went above and beyond straight from the beginning. You just know you're in for a great game the moment you see this load. Next thing is a character model. They put lights on it and you can see reflections. They just did a phenomenal job designing this character and putting him together, or her. And then they have a really nice tutorial. They just walk you through the basic fundamentals and they incorporate it with the story, so it's not like you're spending 20 minutes of your time going through the tutorial just for it not to even matter with the story, which I found really nice to see. And they tell you all the basic controls, running, crouching, morphing into the shadow thing. Another thing was, when you morph into the shadow thing, is I really enjoyed climbing walls and running alongside them or in the wall. I found that really fun to do, and then you can sneak up on enemies and take them out. And you don't have a gun, so you have to stun them, and then for hiding them, you put them in the shadow itself, which I really enjoyed. The lighting was another treat in this game. It had really great reflections to go with it, and it just looked amazing put together with all the models and textures. Next ability would be the sonar. If you play too close to an enemy, they will chase you, which I learned the hard way, and you can outrun them and then hide and then kill them, but that's kind of what made the combat fun, is you gotta know where they are, and if they're too close, then they'll kill you. You can sneak up to kill the enemies, you just could take multiple approaches, you could try and sneak around them. That would be the easiest way, but I find the joy of taking them out. And the enemies move around, so it's not like they're standing in one spot, and you get that option of, do I want to sneak around or do I want to take them out and then not worry about it later on in the game? And so they give you options. And they also tell you where you need to go by showing the objective and then like a cut in to where you are. So that really makes it nice. And you can there's multiple options to get to the objective. You can try and go one way or another. I tried traveling through the shadows on this mech, but I could never time it right. I probably spent 10 minutes trying to do that, to where I just hit the point of where I'm like, I'm gonna backtrack on where I was. So that was one thing. Also, enemies, whenever they think they see you, they'll put that little yellow arrow up. It kind of was an indicator, and it reminded me a lot of Metal Gear Solid with that aspect. And also these gear walkers are like Metal Gear Solid. That's not their actual name, but I'm gonna call them gear walkers, because that's what they are in Metal Gear Solid. Or Walker Gear, I'm sorry. Can't call myself a Metal Gear Solid fan if I can't get it correct. And then if you jump down and you don't morph into the shadow near people like this, they'll notice you. So the sounds were really key for this game. They just went over the top with it, and I really enjoyed that. And then they'll put you in scenarios like this where you have a open field or courtyard that you need to cross, and there's enemies. You could take them out, or you could go the stealth-based way. And if it was Metal Gear Solid, I'd go stealthy and then end up shooting the entire place up because I'd screw up. But in here, you can't shoot the place up, so it forces you to be stealthy and find other ways, which was a really nice treat for me, because I'm terrible at saying, I'm gonna go the stealthy way, and never do. Like, you can sneak right in front of the enemy too in the shadows, because they can't see you, but you can see them. Also, this pullback of the camera, which I thought was really nice and well done, showing you kind of like the main city. It was just really well done. Also, this part reminded me a lot of The Matrix. And those are the little crates that they're carrying overhead that you can go in the shadows with as they take them in here. And I don't know what they do with them in here. But it looks like they're just keeping them alive. And it just felt like I was in The Matrix in a way. It was really well done, along with the lighting. I found that was nice to see. The machinery with the particle effects coming out of it, that was phenomenal to see. I really enjoyed them to have particle effects. The one thing I didn't like was the models on the inside were sad. Hey, they even gave us a hacker sample, which I like, with the machinery. More machinery. I just really enjoyed seeing all the detail they put in with the lighting and the particles. And this is how I rate. It got a 9 out of 10 for enjoyable. It was so enjoyable. I played this 3 times, and I enjoyed it. Controls. They told you what the controls were. They were easy to use. They were simple. So it got a 9 out of 10. Visually, 10 out of 10. It was amazing. I have nothing bad to say. Sound, 8 out of 10. There were a couple sounds that I didn't really like, but for the most part, it was amazing. So 8 out of 10. Story. There was a story to follow. And it was a little short, but short and sweet. And I enjoyed that. So it got an 8 out of 10. So overall, it got an 8.8. This is one of our highest rated games that I have done on this channel. And it was just amazing. I really did enjoy playing it on how they put everything together. So I'm going to now talk about the pros and cons. I noticed I haven't done it for the past 2 videos. I'm like, oops, kind of need to do that. So, pros. Models and textures. They were just over the top. It had a really nice story. The enemy AI was nice. They weren't idiots. They would pay attention and notice you, or sounds. They would also be attracted to that. The stealth was awesome, along with the abilities. My only thing I have bad to say about this game is it was too short. I can't really even say that's a bad thing to say. I just enjoyed it that much that I wish it was longer. I really wish this was like a full 8-hour game, and I would probably not have completed this review because I'd be sitting there playing it still. So, y'all have a wonderful rest of y'all's week. I'm going to play the credits to this because they deserve it. These people deserve the credit. Thanks again for watching, and y'all have an amazing rest of y'all's week and day. Also, please like and subscribe. Liking it also helps the algorithm that helps me get seen. Please and thank you.